Jaya Guru Satchidananda Guru Nityananda Sadguru Om Guru Om Nityananda Sadguru Om Guru Om Jai Sadguru Jaya Guru Om Guru Om Satchidananda Guru Om Guru Jaya Guru Om Guru Om Satchidananda Guru Om Satchidananda Guru Om Guru Om Nityananda Sadguru Satchidananda Guru Om Guru Om Nityananda Sadguru Nityananda Sadguru Nityananda Sadguru Om Nityananda Sadguru Nityananda Sadguru Om Namah Parvati Pataya Hara 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 Mahadev Namah Svanantaya Sahasramurtaye Sahasrapada Shishirarbhave Sahasranamne Purushaya Shashvate Sahasrakoti Yugadharine Namaha Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Sachidananda Murtaye Neshprapanchaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Nityanandaya Gurave Shishya Samsara Harane Bhakta Kare Kadehaya Namaste Chittadatmane Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karva Vahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvisha Vahe Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Gurubhya Gurupadukabhyo Nama Parebhya Parapadukabhya Acharya Siddhe Swarapadukabhyo Namo Namaitri Gurupadukabhya Inkar Hrimkar Rahasya Yukta Hrimkar Gurhar Tamaha Vibhutya Omkar Marma Pratipadinibhya Namo Namaste Gurupadukabhya Utra Nihautra Nihavesya Hotro Homadi Sarva Kritibhatumana Brahma Tadvo Bhavitarinibhya Namo Namaste Gurupadukabhya Kamad Sarpa Vrajagarudabhya Vivek Vairag Yanidhi Pradabhya Buddha Pradabhya Dhritamokshadabhya Namo Namaste Gurupadukabhyam Ananta samsara samudratara Naukaitabhyam Stira bhaktidabhyam Jadya visamsho Shanavadabhabhyam Namo Namaste Gurupadukabhyam Om Shanti 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 Om Asya Shri Guru Gita Stotra Mantrasya Bhagavan Sada Shivarishihi Nana Vidhani Chandamse Tri Guru Paramatma Devata Ham Bijam Sah Shakti Kram Kilakam Tri Guru Prasad Siddhyartha Jape Vinyogaha Amsabhyam Parivitta Patra Kamale Devya Jagat Karane Vishvot Kirnamane Kade Anilaye Swachindam Atme Jaya Tadyotam Padashambhavam Tu Charanam Depan Kuragrahinam Pratyakshakshar Vigraham Gurupadam Dhyayadhibum Shashvatam Mama Chatur Vidha Purushartha Siddhyartha Jape Viyogaha Sutta Uvacha Kailasa Shikhare Ramye Bhakti Sandhananayakam Pranamya Parvati Bhaktya Shankaram Paryaprichata Tri Devi Uvacha Om Namo Deva Devesha Paratpara Jagat Guru Sadashiva Mahadeva Guru Diksham Pradhehi Me Kena Margena Bhoswami Dehi Brahmamayo Bhave Samkrapam Kurume Swami Namami Charanotava Ishvara Uvacha Mamarupasi Devi Tvam Tvad Prityartam Vadamyam Laukopakarika Prashna Nakenapi Pratapura Durlabham Trishu Lokeshu Tachiranushva Vadamyam Gurum Vina Brahmananiyat Satyam Satyam Paraname Veda Shastra Puranani Itihasadikani Cha Mantra Yantra Vidyascha Smitirucha Pumadikam Shaiva Shakta Gamadini Anyani Vividhani Cha Ramsa Karaniha Jivana Yagya Vratam Tapodanam Japaskirtam Tathaivacha Guru Tattvam Avigyaya Mudhaste Gurur Bhuryat Manananya Satyam Satyam Na Samshayah Talabhartham Prayatnasto Manishibhe Buddha Vidya Jaganmaya Dehechagyana Sambhava Udaya Prakashena Guru Shabde Guru Murtim Smare Nityam Guru Nama Sada Jupe Guru Ragyam Guru Vita Guru Anyanam Apaye Ananya Sintayantau Mam Sulabham Paramam Padam Tasmat Sarva Guru Aradhanam कुरु गुकारस्त्वन्धकारश्च ऋकारस्तेज उच्यते अज्ञानग्रासकं ब्रह्म गुरुरेव न संशयः गुकार प्रथम वर्ण मायादिगुणभासकः गुकारो द्वितीयो ब्रह्म माया भ्रांति गुरुर्ब्रह्म गुरुर्विष्णुर् गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव पराब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः हेतवे जगतामेव संसारानवसेतवे प्रभवे सर्वविद्यानां शम्भवे अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया उन्मीलितं येन यत्सत्येन जगत्सत्यं यत्प्रकाशेन भाति तत् यदानन्दे नन्दन्ते यस्य स्थित्या सत्यमेदं यद्भाति भानुरूपतः प्रियं पुत्रा यत्प्रीत्या येन चेतायते इदं चित्तं चेतायते नयं जाग्रत् स्वप्न सुषुप्त्यादि तस्मै श्री यस्य ज्ञानादिदं विश्वं न दृश्यं भेन भेरतः सदैकरूपाय यस्या मतं तस्य मतं मतं यस्या न भेरसः अनन्या भावाय यस्य कारणरूपस्य कार्यरूपेण भाति यत् कार्यकारणरूपाय नानारूपमिदं सर्वं न केनाप्यस्ति भेदः गुकारं च गुणातीतं ऋकारं रूपवर्जितं गुणातीतं योरर्यात्स गुरुस्मृतः अत्र नेत्रः सर्वसाक्षी अच्चतुर्बाहुरच्युतः अच्चतुर् श्रीगुरु अयं मयञ्जलिर्बद्धः दयासागरहृदये यत् अनुग्रहतो जन्तुष् परमूर्तिभाक् गुरो परमं रूपं विवेकचक्षुषोऽमृतं मन्दभाग्या पश्यन्ते अन्धाः अभ्यस्ते सकले सुदीर्घमनले व्याधि प्रदे दुष्करे प्राणायामशतेरनेक करने आत्मकेर्जुचये स्वदेशिकशैव शरीरचिन्तनं भवेदन्तस्य शिवस्य चिन्तनं कीर्तनं शिवस्य कीर्तनं यस्मात् अनुग्रहं लब्ध्वा महदाज्ञानमुत्सृज्य केन्द्राय तस्यै अकाधारित्रेकाब्जे सहस्रजालं मण्डले त्रिकोणेच्छ सकलभुवनसृष्टे कल्पिता शेषपुष्टिर्निखिलनिगमदृष्टे Sampadam Vyartadrishte Tatpadakaika Drishtir Bhavaguna Mokshamayaka Drishte Sakala Bhuvana Ranga Sthapanastambhayashti Sakarunartha Vrishtit Tatmamala Samashte Sakala Samayutrishte Dadrishtir Dekaro Devrishte Agni Shuddha Samam Tata Jwala Paritakadhiya Harinisham Tade Jate Tanai Jate Tadure Tatsamipake Kadantara Yamahayataha Ajoham Ajaroham Cha Anadinid Anasvayam Avikara Apurvanam Param Nityam Swayam Jyotir Niramayam Dhruvam Anandam Avyayam Mananam Yadhavam Karyam Tadvadami Mahamate Sadhutvam Tvayitishtharistantratam Akhanamandalakaram Vyaptam Yena Characharam Darshitam Yena Yasya Smarana Matrena Jnanam Utpajyate Svayam Chaitanyam Shashvatam Shantam Vyomatitam Niranjanam Avaram Jangamam Chaiva Tatha Chaiva Characharam Jagat Sarvam Jnana Shakti Samarudhat Tattvamala Vibhushita Aneka Janma Samprapta Sarva Karma Vidahine Naguradhikam Tattvam Naguradhikam Tapah Mannatha Tri Jagannatho Madguru Tri Jagadguru Dhyanamoolam Guru Murte Pujamulam Guru Padam Dhyanam Trino Mahadevi Sarvananda Pradayakam Bhukti Mukti Srimat Parabrahma Gurum Marami Srimat Parabrahma Gurum Vadami Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvamvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tatvamasya Vilaksham Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Nityam Shuddham Nirabhasam Nirakaram Niranjanam Chidanandam Anandamananda Karam Prasanam Jnana Kurupam Nijabodha Yuktam यस्मिन् दृष्टे स्थिते ध्वंसा निग्रहानुग्रहात्मकम् गुरुदर्शितमार्गेण मनः शुद्धिं तु कारये यत्किञ्चिदात्मगोचरम् ज्ञेयं सर्वस्वरूपं च ज्ञानं च मन उच्यते हुंकारेण न वक्तव्यं प्रज्ञशिष्यैककञ्चन गुरुरग्रे न वक्तव्यम् असत्यं च कदाचन मुन्निभिः पनगैवापि सुरैव शापितो यदि कालमृत्यु गुरुरक्षति पार्वती मन्त्रराजमिदं देवी गुरुरित्यक्षराद्वयं स्मृतिभेदार्थवाक्येन नित्यं ब्रह्म निराकारं निर्गुणं बोधयेत् परम् निराभासं दीपो दीपान्तरं यथा गुरुकृपाप्रसादेन आत्मारामं निरीक्षये अनेन गुरुमार्गेण स्वात्मज्ञानम् अब्रह्मस्तम्भपर्यन्तं परमात्मस्वरूपकम् वन्देऽहं सच्चिदानन्दं भेदातीतं सदा गुरुम् परात् परात्तरं ध्येयं नित्यम् आनन्दकारकम् स्फटिकप्रतिमरूपं दृश्यते दर्पणे यथा अंगुष्ठामात्रपुरुषं ध्यायतश्चिन्मयं हृदि अगोचरं तथा गम्यं नामरूपविवर्जितम् यथा गन्धः स्वभावेन कर्पूरकुसुमारिषु स्वयं तथा विधो भूत्वा स्थातव्यं यत्र कुत्रचित् गुरुध्यानं तथा कृत्वा स्वयं ब्रह्ममयो भवेत् श्री पार्वती उवाच पिण्डं किं तु महादेव पदं किं समुदाहृतम् श्री महादेव उवाच पिण्डं कुण्डलिनी शक्ति पदं हंसामुदाहृतम् पिण्डे मुक्ता पदे मुक्ता रूपे मुक्ता वरानने स्वयं सर्वमयो भूत्वा परं तत्त्वं विलोकये लब्धं वा धनलब्धं वा स्वल्पं वा बहुलं तथा सर्वज्ञ परमित्याहुर्देहि सर्वमयो बुद्धः Yatreva tishtate sopi sadesha punya bhajanam. Annena yad bhavet karyam tadvadami mahamate. Laukikat karmano yante jnanahina bhavarnavam. Idam tu bhakti bhavena bhattate trinute yati. Guru Gitatmakam Devi Shuddha Tattvam Mayoditam. Guru Gita Sharekam Tu Mantra Rajam Mam Jape. Ananta Phalamapnote Guru Gita Japena Tu. Sarvadaridra Nashanam Kalam Richu Bhayaharam Sarvasankada Nashanam. Mahavyadhi Haram Sarvam Vibhute Siddhidam Bhave. Mohanam Sarvabhutanam Bandha Moksha Karam Bhave. Asidham Sadhayet Karyam Navagraha Bhayapaham. Sarvabadha Prashamanam Dharmata Kama Mokshadam. Kamitasya Kamadhenu Kalpana Kalpaparapah. Sarvam Mangala Karakam Moksha Hetur Jape Nitya Moksha Triyamavapnuya. Atha Kamya Jape Sthanam Khatayami Varanane. Shakti Devalaye Goshthe Sarva Devalaye Shubhe. Pavitra Nirmale Sthane Nityanusthana Topiva. Samsara Malana Shartham Bhava Pashana Vritaye. Saevacha Guru Saksha Sada Sadbrahma Vedamaha. Pavitranena Samshayah Sarvashuddha Pavitrosa Subhavaryatra Tishtati. Samudra Chayatatoyam Kshira Kshiram Grate Gritam. Tathaiva Jnani Jivatma Paramatmani Liyate. Evam Vidho Mahamukta Sarvada Vartate Buddha. Sarvasandeha Rahita Mukta Bhavati Parvati. Annena Pranina Sarve Guru Gita japena tu. Satyam satyam punah satyam dharmam sankhyamayoditam. Mata dhanya pita dhanyo dhanya vamsha kulam tatha. Japena jayamapnote shananta phalamapnuya. Japam hina sanam kurvan hina karma phalapradam. Japan jayamavapnote marane muktidayakam. Atteva bhagvachittaya sradha bhakti utaya cha. Samsara sagara samudharanaika mantram Brahmani deva mune pujita siddha mantram. Iti Sri Skanda Purane Uttarakhande Ishwara Parvati Samvade Guru Gita Samapta Sri Gurudeva Charanar Panamastu. Durjana Sajana Bhuya Sajana Shantimapnuya. Swasti prajabhya paripalayantam nyayena marge namahi mahisha gobrahmanebhya shubhamastu nityam loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Kale varshatu parjaniya prithvi shasya shalini. Sarve bhavantu sukhina sarve santo naramayah. Ma kashchit dukha bhag bhavet sarvastaratu durgani sarvo bhadrani pashyatu. Kama navapnatu sarva sarvatra nandatu. Swasti matra uta pitrano astu. Swasti gobhyo jagate purushebhyah vishvam subhutam suvidatram navastu. Jageva drishyema suryam. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Aarati karun Sadguru ki karun Sadguru ki pyare Guru par ke. Aarati karun Guru par ke. Jaya Gurudeva अमला विनाशे ज्ञान रूप अंतर के पास पग पग पर देते प्रकाश जैसे किरण दिनकर की वारती करूं गुरु की करूं प्यार गुरु आरती जब से शरण तुम्हारे आए अमृत से मीठे फल आए शरण तुम्हारे क्या है छाया कल्पा वृक्ष तरु पर की आरती वारती करूं गुरु की करूं प्यारे ओ आरती ब्रह्म ज्ञान के पूर्ण प्रकाश योग ज्ञान के अतल प्रवर्तक जाया गुरु चरण सरोज में तादि व्यथा हमारे पूर की आरती करूं गुरु बर के गुरु बर के अंधकार से हमें निकाला दिखलाया है अमर उजाला कब से जाने छान रहे थे खाक सुना दर दर की आरती संशयमिता विवेक कराया भवसागर से पार लगाया। अमर प्रदीप चला कर कर दे निशा दूर तन की आरती करूं गुरु बर के। गुरु बर की आरती। वेद बीच भेद बताया आवागमन विमुक्त कराया। हम पाखर धारा ब्रह्म ज्ञान निर्झर की आरती। करो कृपा सद्गुरु जगतारन सतपथ दर्शक भ्रांत निवारण। जय हो नित्य ज्योति दिखलाने पाल लीला धर की आरती करूं गुरु बर के। नित्यानंद सद्गुरु दाता शक्तिपात के दिव्य प्रदाता। करके बस गणेश पुरे ओ बार हरले जन की आरती करूं गुरु बर के। सद्गुरु की करूं गुरु बर की आरती। आरती करूं सद्गुरु की करूं सद्गुरु की प्यारे गुरु बर के। आरती करूं गुरु बर के। ओम चैतन्यम Shashvatam Shantam Vyomatitam Niranjanam Nadabindu Kalatitam Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare Inath Narayana Vasudeva. Hare Krishna Govinda Hare Murare Inath Narayana Vasudeva. Hare Krishna Govinda Hare Murare Inath Narayana Vasudeva. Inath Narayana Vasudeva. Inath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Krishna Govinda Hare Murari Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Hare Murare Uhina Narayana Vasudeva. Uhina Narayana Vasudeva. Oh, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव ओ श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा राधे ओ श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे नाथ नारायण वासुदेवा गोविंद मुरारे नारायण वासुदेवा हे नारायण वासुदेवा Govinda Hare Murare He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Let's center in space. You're exploring. You're deepening your center of seeing. Don't even think that you're meditating. You are in an inner exploration. To deepen your center of seeing. That's all you're doing. You're trying to deepen your center of seeing, which is a transformation of the ego. The ego is a seer. Once someone is seeing, there's an ego. That ego is trying to deepen its center of seeing. That ultimately it will merge, not lose its identity. It's surrendering to a deeper identity inside. Its true identity as the infinite self. That's what you're doing, an exploration. You're not sitting meditating. That's not what you're doing. You are in an inner adventure, exploring your center of seeing, deepening your center of seeing. Use the breath as a stabilizer, connecting you to every level of being. You're breathing through Ida Pingala. You're breathing in prana when you do that. Ida Pingala is prana, nadis. If you focus at the center of the eyebrows a little bit, you may have a chance to feel the Ida Pingala connection. A heating current and a cooling current. Heating breath and a cooling breath. Left nostril, is the cooling. Right nostril is the heating. Pranas. Center. This is so balanced. The breathing is so balanced at every level. And remember, you don't breathe with your chest and throat only. You go right down to the gut, to the lowest level as you breathe. There's a difference in how you feel in terms of balance. Breathe way down into the lower area and then open the rib cage consciously to open up the middle lobes of the lungs. And then lift the chest, lift the shoulders. Bring the shoulders back and up. And open the upper chest to breathe into the upper lobes. In that way, you're also tapping into chakras at every level. Always breathe out first. Empty before you fill. And then if your body needs to be served, then you have to open up to gross breathing. Don't get caught in ujjayi and the constriction in the throat. Let go of the throat. Breathe through the nostrils. If you want more oxygen into the body, you should be able to figure out whether you need more oxygen in the body or not. The brain feels better with more oxygen. It needs a lot of oxygen. And your entire body feels that beautiful, energizing feeling when there is more heat and warmth in the body through the oxygen. That's how gross breathing sounds. No throat, just nostrils. Yeah, until you can actually feel that the body has enough oxygen. Then you constrict the throat so that you can bring more prana. And you can be more centered on prana. And then the prana breathing will take you deeper into the centering state. That's the meditative breath, the prana. Pranapana. What it does, it energizes your brain with prana. And through all the chakras, it energizes every level and the sense organ connected to every level. Throat to hearing, ear, heart to touch, hands and skin, navel to fire and light and seeing and forms, sacral to water, it's the water area, and taste. Taste involves water, or fluid. And then root, smell, earthy. So prana, nadis, chakras, senses, sense organs. All those are impacted. So learn to breathe with prana and know when to take oxygen, to surface for oxygen. And there's a guide in your inner space. There's an energy guide. Guru Tattva. That guide will begin to direct you in a very personal way. I'm directing in a collective way, personal too, because I'm inside of you, you're inside of me, energetically. But your inner guru will pull you to the very center of being. And will connect to the Guru Tattva within me. Okay, so now I leave you in the silence with me. Be guided by your body and how it feels, by the breath and how it brings balance and energies, and by the Kundalini Shakti as Guru inside. centering you, taking you deeper, and pulling you home. Stay with me as we go into the inner space. I'm in you, energetically, you and me, energetically. Though my voice is gone, in the inner space I'm with you. Now slowly, slowly, bring more oxygen into your body. Nose breathing. Until you can feel that your brain is more oxygenated than your body. That your sense organs are operating now. Giving you much more physical awareness. You need to come back to this world, the grounding. You need to be able to feel the body's posture, the ground beneath you, the seat beneath you. You need to feel taste in the mouth, smell in the nose. Skin must be sensitive to touch, palms warm, feet warm. You must be more aware of the light and forms around you and the colors. And being able to perceive the sounds of the environment more sharply. So coming back to the world, you need this. All right, so we do the Om sound one time so that you can vibrate with the energy of Om as you wake up to the body once again, to a beautiful sound. Guttural, palatal, labial. Breathing out. In. Again. Again. The breath is magnificent. If only you can really enjoy the breath as much as you enjoy a glass of water. Breath is so vitally necessary, you cannot do without the breath. But the breath has a gross component which you need to learn to master. So I effectively use all the respiratory muscles simply to get the best breath, more oxygen. And then when I want to use prana, that locks me into the manas and to the medulla and to the spinal column. But these things I'm going to teach at the end of the retreat in more detail. So these are warm-up things to what's going to happen in the retreat. And it doesn't matter whether you're virtual. I'm going to try to create that impact in the virtual circle as well as those of you who will be with me in person. So I'm looking forward to this retreat that is going to be highly practical like our 40 days were, and going deeper into the secrets of Mahayoga and its practice, because I want those who have energy awakening and energy awareness. Those are the ones who will benefit from this retreat more than anything else. All the ones who have done the Mahayoga class with me through the year, you're going to benefit from this retreat. We end the year with this phenomenal retreat. So I'm looking forward to it. So be there with me, whether it's virtual or in person. Come and experience this one. It's going to be highly practical, so I'm looking forward to it. It's for healing, it's for revitalizing, it's for restoration, and it deals with the process of waking up, which I'm going to speak about today. Okay. So thank you for being with me in the meditation. I pray always for you to lift your consciousness so you can get the sweetness of meditation at every level. When you revitalize the body, when you bring more oxygen in the body, there's a certain buzz and a sweetness in the body, so to speak. And when you go into the inner world and you bring in the prana and you go into the brain, you get another kind of sweetness in the inner space. We call it samadhi. Samadhi. Everything becomes balanced in the consciousness. Sama. So, message of today. Now, this morning as I got up, the overwhelming thought has been waking up. We wake up from the night sleep and we wake up to the day, to sunlight and to the colors and to the senses. We have woken up. Have we really woken up from the Maya? The sleep of Maya. Have we woken up from the sleep of Maya? Or are we caught in the idea of possession and power and ego and selfishness and this one did me this and this one did me that and I don't know what kind of world I'm living in. It's a crazy world, so much war, so much suffering, so much famine, so much deceit, so much deception. Everywhere it is. Anywhere I look, there is that. All these corporate giants want to make more money. All these commercial giants, they want to get the most out of us, don't care about our health, our well-being. No. Money, money, money. Money drives the world. Power drives the world. That's the sleep of Maya. We lose the sense of reality. We're in a dream. In Eastern wisdom, it says that a waking state is a longer dream. Have you really considered that? Your waking state, where you're using the senses, where everything is based on the senses, our scientific world is only based on sensory measurements. Nothing to do with the subjective world, the inner world. But the measurements are different. There are no limits in that world, the quantum world. We are now coming into the awareness of quantum being in a quantum world and wave technology and magnetism, electricity. We are looking at different kind of reality. From the Newtonian and classical mechanics that we have studied in the ordinary physics, a different kind of reality, total material. In medicine, the same thing. If doctors if in the body, they dissect the body, they check the body, they kind of analyze the mind. A lot of times they can't find what is the cause of the illness. Because they're not looking at a holistic model. They're not looking at the inner space, the depth of the mind, all the issues that are in the mind, and they're given drugs to solve the mental problems. No. All the emotional issues that are there, they don't know how to deal with it. They use some hypnotherapy, they use some therapy here, some emotional therapy, but they can't get to the depth of it. And we are plagued with mental and emotional disease that come from stress. That's Maya. That's a Mayic world. All you have to do is to wake up. Oftentimes I play with my sleep. Oh my God. If I'm thinking about something, I go into a dream state. Because I'm playing with reality, right? So if I think about something, about creating something, and about its lifetime, and how it's going to be, and I can begin to dream it because I'm in heavy creativity. So I'm a dream. And sometimes because I'm thinking of the Maya as well and the destructive force of the Maya, I may dream that I am in this darkness. And my back is against the wall. And the thing is that I know this is a dream. So I tell myself, I'm coming out of this. I'm coming out of this dream. And I push myself, I force myself, just holding that reality that this is a dream. I'm coming out of it, I'm coming out of it, I'm coming out of it. And suddenly I'm up. I'm able to resurface into reality. But I went into the Maya. And I became a part of the Maya. But I kept my awareness in the Maya. So I know the only way to come out of this, because my back is against the wall, is to wake up. And I push myself until I wake up. And oh my God, I'm out of it, I'm free. This life is the same thing. We're dreaming, brother, sister, that's only for one lifetime. Then we retire from the job, and then we're no longer the president of a company, we're no longer the employee, we're no longer the nurse, we're no longer the doctor, we're no longer any of these things that we've been dreaming. Retirement takes us back to another place. If you're a leader and you're voted out of the system, your power is gone. You can no longer sign a document. It's a whole of Maya, illusion. When are you going to wake up? When are you going to wake up? How are you going to wake up from this Maya, from this sleep? So even though the senses are so energized and alert, you're sleeping. You're sleeping too. The reality inside of you. And you're sleeping in Maya. And dreaming in Maya. Maya is the illusion, the energy of illusion. That makes you think you don't know anything. That makes you think that you're alone, that you're lonely. That makes you think that you are sick when the body is sick. That makes you think that you are poor when your inner space is so full of possibilities and abundance. Are you really poor? Because you don't have money in the bank? No, you can make so much money if you really want to. If you know how to navigate the world. And for some of us, if you can play on people's needs. Like all these commercial giants do. Put more sugar, more addictive substances, and they have you eating constantly. Buying constantly. Do they care about your well-being? Or you go to all these foods with these fried foods and these meaty foods and these highly processed foods, and you go buying. They use the oils that they keep and they burn over. They keep on using the oils, heating again, reprocessing. You don't even know. Because they add so many things. So every time you eat from a restaurant, you don't know what is happening in the back. You don't know where the roaches are. You don't know what stale food you're eating that is redone. And of course now I'm hearing and seeing and reading, well, not seeing, but reading, that even plastics are used to create food. Interesting, eh? But of course we are feeding all these animals in the ocean plastics. We are even feeding the cows in there because they go about looking for food in all the areas. They're eating the plastics. What a world. What a world of Maya. So what do? We wake up. We wake up. And there's a call in the darkness. There's a call in the darkness to wake up. The inner guru and the outer guru. They're constantly beckoning us. That's why messengers are born. They're the call in the wilderness for us to wake up to reality. We have to listen to that call. We have to keep on following that call. We have to keep the ear sensitive to it. Listen to the voice in the wilderness. Listen to the messenger. There's always a messenger. We kill some of the messengers because we don't know how to appreciate them in a world of darkness. All the real inventors who are telling us how to get free energy, all the doctors who are telling us how to cure all these incurable diseases, they push them away. They silence their voices. What kind of world are we in? When will you wake up to reality? And then you follow astrology and you become fatalistic. You hear about karma and you become fatalistic, thinking that this is how you are. Like how we used to think about genes. And if we inherit these genes from ancestors, then that's how we are. No. Now we learn about epigenetics. These are DNA switches that can change a gene expression. Turn off a gene and turn on a gene. So now we understand through the science of epigenetics that we can change the way genes express. Of course, you have to transform the mind and habit and your behavior and thinking. And then you can, over time, change gene expression. We thought that the brain cells can't change. Now we learn about neuroplasticity. We can reprogram the brain. The brain is the hardware, the software inside. We have control over it, the mind. So if at all you do your horoscope in astrology, look at it carefully. It shows you the karmas you're born with. It shows you strengths and weaknesses. And it shows you a plan, a formula, a blueprint for transformation. Always. If you look at your genetic makeup, it shows you possibilities for transformation. And sometimes when we are far gone, we may have to withdraw in the inner world. Go deeper within. And try to shift the consciousness to a space where either we transform the material world, meaning the body, or we learn how to exit and prepare for another body. That's the magic of the inner world. Nothing can destroy us. We, the I, where the ego sits, is indestructible. Atma. Indestructible. Bhagavad Gita says, fire cannot burn it, weapons cannot cut it, water cannot wet it. For the soul is imperishable, unborn, deathless. Of course, its awareness will shift until it merges back into infinite awareness. But there is no death, only change. No death, only change. So can you wake up to the reality of your infinite self? Or do you want to continue to sleep in Maya? For me, age 20 brought me a huge shift in the way I saw life. And my horoscope spoke to that as well. I became obsessed with knowing who I am. Became more important than academic education in the world. Became more important than acquisition of anything in the world. Became more important than any position of power that could have attracted me. I became obsessed with the whole idea that I need to experience infinite love. And I need to have the power to control my wayward mind. And I would settle for nothing less. No book, no temple, no ordinary teacher. I wanted to find someone who walked the path and who knew the journey and who became free. And I was blessed in India to meet two super souls. who touched my life deeply. They answered my call in beautiful ways, beautiful, beautiful ways, that their impact was more in the inner space than the outer, which is exactly what I wanted. Because I'm always independent, self-reliant. I don't want to be no beggar. I want to work hard for whatever I have. And they taught me how to go inside, how to be free. Without too many words. Just by modeling. Just by helping me to wake up to reality. And I didn't stop the journey until I got fully awakened to reality. Now, no stopping. And since 23, I've been in that state. You can be there too. And the thing is that don't be caught in this whole thing about impatience. I need to get that like yesterday. That's how we tend to think. I need to get this. I'm doing so much sadhana. I need to get this by tomorrow, by next week, by next year. No, it doesn't work like that. You're held in a karmic timeline, for God's sake. Certain karmas need to play out on the stage. The broken relationships. Your relationship with your own body, that's a karma. Your body is an expression of the karmas, the thoughts and the desires and intentions that you have. It's all expressed in the body as well. In your emotional expression, in your mental expression. Begin to look and see how that's tied to the outer stage. And all this on the outside is an expression of what's happening on the inside. And it's tied into a play, an evolutionary play. So you are in an amazing play. If you love all these PlayStations and all these games, then this is the most incredible life. Life is the most incredible game. The Hindus call it Leela. Can you wake up from the Maya to see the play? And to engage in the play like Arjuna did in the Mahabharata? When Krishna woke him up, and like Ram did, for those of you who, the Ram epic of the Ramayana, Vasudeva had to, his guru, had to speak with him until he woke up and realized his purpose and who he really was. Because he became saddened and he couldn't understand why. He just lost it. And because he was a prince, the guru was called. And the guru knew exactly what is the issue and counseled him back. It's in Yoga Vashisht, the book. Amazing book. And of course, Krishna's discussion with Arjuna is in Bhagavad Gita, another beautiful book. The lessons are there. The messengers are there. But sometimes when we listen to a messenger of old times, the message has to be retranslated to modern thinking. So be careful of how you are using the messages that were meant for a certain period. And you want to bring it into a modern period with a whole new modern language and modern thinking. You have to see now the ancient message in modern thinking. That's what I try to do with you. I try to bring all the ancient yoga technology into the new quantum technology. That's what I try to do with you. And as life designed it, I got a scholarship to study engineering. So engineering is about tapping into the energies of the outer world. And then when I got into the inner space, I got into the inner engineering. So this is absolutely beautiful. So I'm able to decode these ancient messages. And I'm thrilled now where science is leading. Not the conventional science, but the metaphysical science. The new physics, the modern physics, where it's going. And new biology, where it's going. And new medicine, where it's going. I see all the mistakes we're making. And it's so nice to see modern thinking coming back to the ancient models and seeing how to translate that ancient model into modern thinking. So this is my message to you today, if you will embrace it. If you will see that you are sleeping in the Maya, and if you are venturous enough to want to wake up, or whether your karmas will still hold you in the Maya. No, you can shrug out from it like I used to do in the dreams. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. And I can still remember these times of fighting to wake up because I'm desperate. I want to come out of this thing. Self-created, of course. But I wanted to come out of it. And the joy of resurfacing and wow, I'm back. Let's wake up from the Maya, everyone. It's most important. And don't wait to wake up from Maya. The moment the waking up starts, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. So look out for the details of our retreat that's coming up. And now my thinking is, it's 3 days. So one is about the seer and seeing, and the process of seeing. That's a waking up one. Because we need to wake up and shift the consciousness. The second one is about inner transformation. How do we transform the inner space when we wake up and we see more? How do we transform that inner space? How do we transform our energies? How do we live in high energies? How do we tap into high energies? What are the secrets of the Kundalini Mahayoga? And then the last one is the manifestation. How do we work with the stage? How do we work with the play? And how do we master the play? Not just deepening the seeing, not just shifting the consciousness, but learning how to tap into the inner power optimally. And the last one is how do we manifest it in the play to fulfill life purpose and to bring light into every space in the play that we have the opportunity to do. Those will be 3 days. And it's going to be highly practical. So I'm going to work with you. I'm going to work with you. Interactively. Okay? So let's look out forward to that. Look forward to that. And then we end the whole year with a beautiful satsang on the 31st. So those of you who want to come, please do. And those of you who can't, don't worry. The virtual world is there. I'm going to be in your home. And you're going to be in our home. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a blessed Sunday. Namaskar.